Hey, welcome back. So in this video, I will be discussing with you two very important AI-based visualizations which you can use in variety of ways. And for the sake of uh, this specific course and in this specific scenario where we are taking in finance data, let me show you what you can do to proceed further. So the very first visual which we are working on is a decomposition tree. So in your visualization pane, you should see a decomposition tree. All you need to do is put profit in the analyze section, and in the explain by put country, and beneath country put segment, and beneath segment put product. Once you do that, you should see you should see you should see a decomposition tree similar to this, or specifically you should see something like this. So there will be a total profit which you can see here, and I can click on this plus button, and what it will show is it can show me the highest value, the field with the lowest value, or I can move or decompose my data of profit specifically to country level. So if I click on that, I can see the this 147 million of profit decompose into all of these countries. I can further decompose it based on segments, and this I can further decompose based on products. So this creates a very good tree and hierarchy which you can use, and this is also not just limited only till this point. I can click on any of these specific bars to dynamically change my visual, right? So that's a pretty good way we can work on it right there. So that's a pretty good way to analyze our data and decompose our data right there, and you can analyze your data on variety of ways. So that's the very first visual, which is a decomposition tree, and you can add as many layers or hierarchy as you want in the explain by. The second visual which I wanted to discuss was the key influencer visual. Key influencer visual you can also see in your visualization pane. So as the name emphasizes, key influencers, right? So key influencers basically will show you what are those parameters or what are those things which are influencing your specific dimension to increase or decrease. So let's say if I'm analyzing my total sales, correct? So what are those things which are influencing my sales to increase or decrease in the selected data? So in order to analyze it, I've taken sales in the analyze. So all of whatever fact which you have like sales, or if you want to analyze profit, or in any other scenario, maybe let's say quantity, you have to put that in the analyze section, and the explain by section will basically comprises of all the dimensions. So I want to explain. So it is, so the way it works is you feed in as much information as you can in this, and Power BI will try to run these algorithms, and this visual will try to run this AI based algorithm at the back end to further to showcase you the results. So I put up segment, product, country, the discounts, units sold, and the discount band. So I put up 6 different parameters in the explain by, and as soon as I do that, I can see this. uh, Let me zoom it for you. You can see here that it shows what influences my sales to increase. So when my segment is small business, my average sales increases by $291,000. So that's a pretty good insight I can get right here. Or I can also see that if my discount is more than 23,000, I can see this much amount of increase in my sales, or if my unit sold is more than 549. So if I click on any of this, it will also show me a very good visualization. And here, as you can see, that small businesses is generating pretty good revenue compared to the other, and this dotted line is basically the average sales. So a very good way, right, to analyze the data. Similarly, I can click on decrease, and this will show me what is influencing my sales to decrease. So that was the first section. Similarly, you can click on top segments, and this will basically show you the top segments created, right? So segment 1, segment 2, 3, 4, 5. So based on the data which you have put up in your explain by, it creates multiple segments, and between those segments you can click on any of those segments like that, and it will show you the analysis which it has done on its own. So 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 the very first segment where my average sales is, let's say, 8.7 thousand dollars, right? So that segment is created of my customers when my discount band is not low, or discount is less than zero, or it is less than $1,300. Similarly, let's go to a higher segment, 57,000. So that basically will show that here my discount band is pretty high, or what is when the discount is greater than or almost near to $5,000. So that way, it just creates multiple segments for you to analyze your data further. So these are the two sections of key influencer visual which you can use to further analyze your data. And these both are highly interactive. So let's say if I just click on government here, it will also filter out my data, or rerun the results specifically just for profit only for the Germany region, and also in Germany just for the government segment. So that way, you can use the combination of these two visual to analyze your data. So I would suggest you to, create these two visualizations on your work in progress report, and I'll meet you in the next lecture. Feel free to and also feel free to go over on any of these formatting features, uh, of coloring of data labels, category labels, etc. And do not hesitate to ask me question anytime. I will be happy to help you out. So thank you so much, and we'll meet in the next one.